Don't listen to anybody talking about tribes, what. Rubbish. That's all a lot of rubbish. Enemy talk. Hiyo ni lugha ya adui. Religious groups. Yes, if religion, you want to go to heaven. But we are still here on earth. We are dealing with earthly matters. My people in northern Uganda, they have now got a slogan, Yore. Yo. In Luo means the path, the road. So they mean that the road from 721 is now clear. Yore. So, if you want to go to heaven, prepare your Yore to go there. But let us deal with the issues which are here, which are issues of the bridges, of the roads, of the market. That's what we are dealing with. You work on your Yore, how to go to heaven, like I have worked on mine of 2020. So, number one, patriotism. Number two, Pan-Africanism. We need a united African market. Number three, socio-economic transformation through two routes: universal education and liberalization of business. So when you find NRM people, they are the ones now interfering with the free education of the children of the poor. That's Okwekoba and Ndobo. That is hurting ourselves. Okwekoba and Ndobo, we footballers, sometimes you can hit your own shin. You kick it, it's very, very painful. That's what we are doing. So that is principle number three, social economic transformation. Tissue. Principle number four is democracy. And you know that one, I don't have to spend too much time. So that is the vision of the NRM. And we are saying that Africa has missed the bus, the bus of history for the last 600 years. We are not going to continue to miss the bus again. And although we have been having lack of clarity, because the people were clear, things will move much faster. But even with the slow movement, impact has been made. I was, for instance, in the speech tomorrow, I'll be able to bring the figures. The factories in Uganda are now 4,000. Well, first of all, because of our persistence campaign, the production in agriculture has gone up tremendously. Coffee, we used to produce 2 million bags. We are now producing 5 million bags. Maize, we are producing only 200,000 tons a year. We are now producing 5 million tons. By 1986, the tea we were exporting was 3 million kilograms. We are now exporting 60 million kilograms. Bananas, Ugandans, you have seen what has happened with bananas. Bananas were being grown by people from Ankole mainly in recent times. But because of our programs, Toro is now a big grower of bananas. So when you hear that the price of bananas has come down, it is because there's more production. More production. Even some parts of the north, because they are used to working with leaders who are dishonest, who don't care about the people, this is not good at all. And the village people are very simple, easy to deal with. You don't have to give them money, you give them advice. Don't tell me those stories, I know those stories. I have led villagers in war. Listen to me. Villagers were shot. So you say where the guerrillas are. He refuses and they kill him. He doesn't reveal where the guerrillas are. And we are not giving anybody money. It is the way you approach them. You should approach them truthfully. Don't give them false hopes. Educate them, explain. Don't just come and talk. Oh yeah. No. Mbeo. I'm going to go back to the Royal Triangle and I will show you what mobilization means. This one I was just passing through, trying to consolidate my anti-fat campaign, because I don't like fat. I had allowed myself to have fat, until Dr. Achen took us for a health walk in Kororo. And I was born again, I will never have fat again. So in the walking, I wanted also to exercise, but I'm going to go back and I will show you how to mobilize, at least this area where we are fighting. So please, using the parishes, let's make sure that as many homesteads as possible go into income generation. Some people want to do work. Somebody says, you give me shares in your company. Shares for which you are not going to pay. And what if she doesn't want to work with you? If he wants to work alone, even if you had the money. So those are enemies of Uganda. Many of our children go to the Middle East to work there. And they are exploited by these companies exporting labor. Pay 9 million. Pay what? The issue that I hear, those Arabs pay fully for any person they want. They pay the passports and all those expenses, they pay for them. So why are these companies taking money from these children? This is a big shame. Nobody in the NRM should belong to that type of group. And when you hear that and you keep quiet, you are also an enemy. So the corruption is the one going to interfere with our industrialization. Otherwise, we are moving very well. Primaries have become a problem, mainly because people go in politics as a career, as a job, and then they treat it as a matter of life and death. They do everything possible to cheat, to do what? To win. Now, you remember how it all started? Originally, we used to have like the electoral college. Electoral college, delegates would meet and select candidates. But because of that, because of this corruption, the delegates were being given money to vote for this one instead of the other one. So the people went against that. And now we had to go for a mini general election within the party. Everybody voting. And logistically, it is it's too much for the party. And then it also doesn't solve the problem of transparency. Because you hear people still complaining, I was cheated, I was cheated, I was cheated. So that's why we said, why don't we go for lining?